Siphiwe Makakula. Every day, thousands of motorists across Eswatini purchase fuel. But have you ever wondered how you can be sure that the amount of fuel displayed on the pump is exactly what goes into your vehicle? The answer lies in fuel dispenser verification, an important consumer protection measure provided for under the Legal Metrology Act of 2023. To help us understand how the system works and how consumers can protect themselves, we'll be joined by Mr. Gcinapiso Mhlanga, who is the Chief Inspector of Metrology in the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade. Let's kick off the show with our business news first. In our first story, the Minister for Finance, Honorable Neil Reikenberg, says the government is making progress as it prepares to receive over 1 billion malangeni, $100 million in budget support from the World Bank. Speaking during an interview, the minister said the funding is expected to support government priorities and strengthen public finances. Let's take a listen as the minister unpacks this development.
We're going to the World Bank for budget, what you call budget support. And so we are approaching them. At the moment, the discussion is for $100 million US. And we're having discussions when the World Bank gives a country budget support, they come with what you call prior actions. They say to you, as a country, if you had to do these things, you will be better off and you shouldn't get yourself into a cash flow problem. And so they've given us the prior actions. We are busy working through the prior actions for a few months already. By the end of July, we should have finished working through the final prior actions. When those prior actions are done, it then goes to World Bank Board for approval. So like I said, unfortunately, it still takes a bit of time. It will only be probably 2 months before it comes back with the approvals, and we can then take it through our process, through Cabinet, through Parliament, to try and get the budget support raised. At the same time, the World Bank is also looking at a digital loan for us to see if we can help us to get our digital space better funded, help EPTC to be able to do a turnaround strategy there, put in fiber optic cables as a backbone in the country to try and get our data costs down. So that is another loan that we are speaking to the World Bank for at the moment.
The State Business Relations SBR MSME Technical Working Group has engaged with various business organizations to discuss practical measures that can be implemented to support and empower small-scale businesses across the country. Chairperson Mluleki Dlamini says the State Business Relations dialogues are scheduled to take place at the end of next month, making it critical for the working group to present well-researched, action-oriented and impactful submissions that address the challenges facing MSMEs.
The Director of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Mluleki Dlamini, who chairs the State Business Relations MSME Technical Working Group, notes that the discussions focused on some of the key challenges and opportunities affecting small businesses in Eswatini.
And the issues that we discussed today looked at issues of innovation within businesses and issues of delayed payments to suppliers by government particularly, and also issues of market information, and lastly the issue of procurement.
SEDCO's Chief Executive Officer Kethiwe Mhlanga emphasizes that stakeholders in the MSME sector are not only seeking solutions from government, but are also ready to play an active role in addressing the challenges facing businesses.
The key thing is trying to find solutions, whatever challenges that our MSMEs are actually experiencing, we actually work towards that. So we're looking at the challenges they are facing, prioritizing them. We don't want to always be the kind of society that complains that we have issues with our regulations, we have issues with our access to finance or market, but what recommendations do we have in terms of addressing those issues?
Meanwhile, the president of the Youth Chamber of Commerce Industries Eswatini highlights the significance of the discussions for youth-led enterprises, many of which continue to face barriers in accessing information markets and business opportunities.
It gives us hope that the country is actually putting up the necessary frameworks in order for us to launch our businesses from startups to big global brands. So this meeting today on speaking on MSMEs and how this technical working group is going to put up risk indicators that are going to be addressed immediately so that we can be able to streamline the help that we're giving to businesses on the ground in order for them to reach greater heights that will even elevate the country's economic current standing.
According to government, the State Business Relations Framework is a public-private dialogue platform designed to enhance economic competitiveness, remove policy bottlenecks, and drive national development. The framework's structured dialogues and the National Competitiveness Council are chaired by the Prime Minister, providing a high-level mechanism for addressing business and economic challenges. Reporting, Nelson Ngamandla, Fuminkosi Nzinisa, Ezulwini.
All right, and that marks the end of our business news. Thank you for staying with us. This is Market View. After the break, we're joined by Mr. Mhlanga from the Metrology Department in the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade. Stay with us.
To all the viewers of Eswatini TV in the kingdom and beyond. Eswatini TV is regulated by the Eswatini Communications Commission through the Broadcasting Code and Broadcasting Guidelines. Under these instruments, the station commits to broadcasting information and news that have been fact-checked, programs and content in respectful language with no elements of hate speech, violence or sexual activity. If you hear any unsuitable content on this channel, you have a right to voice your complaints with the station management. Should you not be satisfied with the response or action taken, you can escalate your matter to the Communications Commission at PO Box 7811 Babani. Call 2406 7000 or send an email to info@esccom.org.za. For more information, visit www.esccom.org.za.
Asimze sinemukele lidikule temabhizinisi nekuthengiselana luhlangothi lolubukete kukala nekukalelana eveni imetrology lidlala inzima lebandi kuqinisekisa ukuthi eMaswati atfola linani lelingilo laloko lakuthengile ngekuhlola tikali njalo njalo njengoba gasolina uqhubeka nekukhula eveni ngabe ngiphi inzima lidlala ngolhlangothi kuqinisekisa ukuthi tikali temagarage tikhokha gasolini lesuke umqhubi wemotolo awuthengile. Kuchazela kabandi sesivele sinayo umhlolo omkhulu kuloluhlangothi igcina Mhlanga sivusele khaba kwasebantu benathi lo mhla ekseni singakangeni nje kakhulu kuleti tindzaba tetikali kumbe kusichazela nje ukuthi yini illegal metrology nokuthi ibaleke kanganani.
Asibonge Mthombeni, sibonge nekuthi sithole thuba lekbalapha. Mhlambe singachazela metrology ngathi nje kafishane echaza ngelegal metrology ngichazela ukuthi metrology ihlukene kathathu. Kune scientific metrology kube ne industrial metrology bese kuba ngile legal metrology. So ke scientific metrology nje ngilebuka le ma methods ekukala nema measurement standard unit bese njengekuthi nje wathi kuwe ukuthi isikhathi sikalwa ngema seconds i-length ikalwa ngema meters bese kuthi le industrial metrology yona ibuka ke le lisebenza le production nakuma manufacturing ukuthi nawenda lo mkhicido wakho letikalo lisebenzisa kodwa tibe tikali letikala kahle leti accurate kuze ukuthi lo mkhicido wakho lota ukhicida ube umkhicido longethembeka kanti ke le legal metrology lo ibuta ke yona ke ibese ibuka the regulatory requirements kusho ibuka lehlangothi lekukala lelitsinza ema-consumer, ku-protecta ema-consumer, ku-healthy, i-trade, ukuthi kube ne-fair trade nakuthengiselwana ngile legal metrology-ke, ngile field yaka-legal metrology.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Njengoba sathi ukuthi ama-filling station maningi kakhulu lapha eveni eMhlanga and kumele lokuthi ahlolwe ukuthi asebenza kanjani, asebenza kahle enivele, aniketa ama-customer petrol ilongiwe enivele. Kubaleka kangakanani ukuthi lama-fuel dispensers verify?
Kumcoka kakhulu ukuthi lama dispensers verify ngoba indlela lesiprotecta ngayo ema-consumers kanye naye lo mthengisi ngoba sifuna kube ne-fair trade ukuthi equal value for money, kusho nangabe ubhatarele 20 liters ufuna ukuthola 20 liters. So kumcoka ke lo verify ukuqiniseka lokuthi nase ba-calibrate labo labakhalibratako bese ke seliyeta lelitiko ke litohlola ukuthi ngabe vele ba-calibrate kahle yini ukuze ukuthi atophepha umthengi kanye nemthengisi naye angadodojakala ngoba kufuna kube nale fair trade.
Yeah. So wabona kanjani ke ama dispensers lokho nje ukuthi lena verified lena ayisiko verified yini leni ibukako mhlawumbe nanisenda lama inspections lawo?
Kusho nasenda inspection lesifike lokubukwa nguze ngitovahle lokubukwa ngithi noma usho lokubukwa ngileli customer noma lokubukwa ngilo to verify
kokubili nini nifike nibuke ini le customer nalifika lapha lihlola ukuthi i-verifyiwe dispenser lena litawubona ngani?
Okay, thina lesifike sikwende oba kwekucala kusho awuyifaki i-pump noma any measuring instrument eveni ingaka approve khona basi type approval noma pattern approval kwentiwa ngileli tiko kusho nangabe une equipment lensha kufike le section yaka metrology le legal unit ifike ibuke kusele sikali singakhona sivumele sikahle singasebenzela kangwane sekuthengisa ngoba khona iqale takhelwa nje ukuthi utasebenzela wena kucheckela wena ka just kavumeleke ukuthengisa kuyabuka ke kube ne type approval lesifike siyibuke ukuthi ikhona and bese siyasiphatha lesikali ukuthi cha singasebenza eveni lokunye ke bese siyakwenda bese siyasihlola lesikali lokuthi sikala kahle yini nasi verify thina sibuthathe sitane ama measure ethu sifike sisethe le fuel le pump si comparison lesikwethile nalokubhalwe lapha kule display lebonwa ngile custom sibone sikuyavumelana nangabe ke kuvumelana bese ke sesishiya liphawu lelitsite sifake kunema green stickers lesifike siwafake ukuthi hayi lesikali lesi siya comply nalomthetho asidoji umuntu asidoji lothengako asidoji nemthengisi bese nangabe kwendeka sesikhanza sesidoja umthengisi noma umthengi sifaka isticker lesibovu lapho
lesi nje lesibonako lesichaza ukuthi verified.
Yes, lesi nje sichaza bona ukuthi sa verify 26 sitaphenze si expire lo 25 kulomnyaka lotako singile kwatholakala silesi nje sisho ukuthi sikala kahle lesikala sidoji umthengi asidoji nemthengisi.
So lesibovu sona sisho ukuthini lokusho ukuthi kungendeka ukuthi ngiyabekisa ngifuna ukuthi 15 liters angangeni 15 liters.
Yes, kuyendeka uthi lapha etulu kubhalwe ukuthi 15 liters ube uthole 16 liters noma ube uthole 17 liters noma ube uthole 13 liters. So ke lo nangabe kwendeka njalo ngoba kunema limits lavumelekile ngoba kude into le ba 100% qe to the kuma nema limits lavumelekile ukuthi singaba overthrow more or singa underthrow less but not more than this limits. So nangabe ke siwedlula la limits sifaka ke le sticker lesibovu bese siyabhala sticker kusibovu sesifakiwe kufuneka ukuthi lo mnikati walesikali angasebenzisi angakasilungisi nekuthi ke kungeda lapho lesibovu asisho necessarily ukuthi akangeke asebenzise immediate kuyadependa kuyendeka nangabe lamang fike filling station maningi ama pumps la khona angeke kube ne-convenience kuma customer natothenga ngivele ngizivale there and there sivele sivale there and there but kuyendeka kube ne-scenario tawufika khona enzaweni lethi uthole kulomango wonke asengibekise kuneyo yodwa filling station lekhona nasi siyayihlula siyikhwanze ukuthi maybe ya overthrow kancane iyamdoda lo mnikati wale sitolo noma le wale filling station kancane noma idoda labantu kancane bese banemalanga lesimnika wona nekhulumisana ukuthi ngoba nasi sivala nyalo tasilungisa maybe repair wami ngitamthola kusasa ngikhona umthola la today uthola siyamnika lawo malanga noma amabili noma mathathu ukuthi after that ungasasebenzisi siyabhala kule rejection certificate ukuthi rejection due date kusho ukuthi nangabe kwendeka wetha ukhanza leyo rejection lebo le sticker lesibo ufuna ukubuke lokuthi itsini le date wena nakubona istika lesibovu ngifuna ngiyafisa lokusibantu laleli bethi lokuthi akusho ukudojeka wena
lokusho ukuthi kukabili sho ukuthi kudojeka the owner noma kudojeka mina
yes kuyenda
so kumele uthathe decision lapho ukuthi uyachubeka uyetha noma
yes kube sekuba ukuthi you can risk nangabe le date is within lesimnike yona but nangabe sekungabe sekwendlule le date ufuna ube uyasithinza ukuthi hayi nangilona sekaganga songithengisela ngepamphlet sticker lesibovu kanti le due date sevele elapsile.
All right, so kubuta nje emhlanga ukuthi ngabe kuya ngani ukuthi lama inspections lawa noma ke lama verifications lawa endiwe ngini as a Minister of Commerce angendiwa ngoEswasa.
Okay, asengithi mhlambe kuphendula lapho njengoba sishilo ekucaleni lokuthi metro ihlukene kathathu. Eswasa nalabanye akusikungasiyena yedwa kunale other companies benda le industrial metrology. But le regulatory function ikahulumende nguleli tiko lethu le regulator ukusho ngalama features fike sihlole kusina sebayendile industrial metro seba calibratelene sihlole ukuthi siba calibratelene kahle kusho ngalama feature abantu labanjengabo Swasa ngoba bendi industrial metrology na other companies they bayafika ba-calibrate lesikali base bangasicalibrate bese bayasitshela kusesicalibrate lesikali buyito sibuka singabe sicalibrate litona yini ukuze sitokhona kusisebenzisele kuthengisela sifi bese senda lokho kwendela ukuthi kungabi umdlalo uphinze ube ngirafela yes
yeah so ingabe kwendekani ke mangabe njengoba usichaza nje ukuthi vele yes niyawa verify niyakhona nikwahlala onke nakhona nikwahlola onke ma filling stations lapha even kukhona lento lokutondeka khona ukuthi bebede either of lama stickers.
Yes, to be honest with you, we are lacking nalamhlanje bebasishayela labanye sesi-expire lamhla kufuna siba attend exas so we are lacking ngenxa ye manpower. I will be honest with you, sine particularly tiko letema business lisifakele isicelo kulaba fanele sibe khona abantu labasingetako ngoba le nombolo yethu seyincane kakhulu kanti if you can notice ama fuel pumps ayamashuma every now and again uthola sekuvele sekuvulwa lenshala lo msebenzi uyanza kanti labantu baya ngekuncipha njengoba bewadi kusibeka ngasaqasha uhulumende for isikhathi esiningi abantu baya retire bayathola emadlelo ahlala so sinayo le crisis leyo vele ukuthi we are lagging behind but noma ngikusho lokho ke sinenhlanhla kusila kunalaba calibrator ngoba the main thing kuloko sikufuna kwendeke le calibration kunalabo repair laba calibrator ubona laba registered companies labetala kithi sibahlole sibafundise nalomthetho so bona bayayenda le calibration kumane kulekele le verification by le calibration so yendekile kuze kusiqinisekise kusile pamphlet sebenziswa vele ihloliwe noma ukuthi verification but the calibration must be there.
Okay, so yeah nasibukele compliance niyabalandzelela yini laba bema filling station you know nangabe sebandingete stickerless ready na reject verification niyakhona ukulandzelela nihlelo kusivele cha sabayilungisile lenkinga ngoba kuyendeka yini ukuthi nive ukuthi i-filling station ichubekile yethisa abantu la petrol loyo.
Okay, ngenhlanhla lenhlelo ngelomthetho njengoba ngisho ukuthi labo repairers siyaye siba educated before sibanike sibagazette sibangalungisa letikali so kuba licala lokususa kuba licala kusebenzisa iphambu kanise irejectiwe bese nalokususa le sticker asisuswa noma ngibani ufuna sisuswe ngu-registered repair so lokwendeka ko singawa reject amaphambu bese senda inspection at random. You don't even announce because we are coming. So and just send a random inspection. But thola siyade sesiyabona ukuthi bani some rejectela but sola sieve asibita ngoba bekufanele bese uyasibita sengiverify sengithole repair wangicalibratela ngicala into ngiverify so nangabe sibona sakwendeke lokho bese siyayenda ke le inspection nje random sihambe sicheck asibuke ukuthi ku10 le stack khanza umuntu asebenzisa ngalongekho emthethweni.
Okay, so kahle nje basically sicwayisa samuhla nje babamhlanga uthi asibuke ama stickers la khona kuma dispensers.
Yes, okay, lokumqoqa ngasho ukuthi asiwabukela ama stickers ayakunika le comfort now khokha ngoba every liter counts. Amqoqa lokuthi siwabuke vele lama stickers lokusakhona but ke I will love to emphasize lokuthi akusho ukuthi nakungekho sticker ayika calibrate ayikusho nje sayika verify.
Yeah, all right. Sibonga ekhabako kuba nathi lo muhlabe asichazela lapha Chief Inspector Metrology etiko laka letamabhizinisi nekuthengiselana njengoba bena nje ama-inspections lamalanga kuqinisekisa ukuthi ama-fuel dispensers ingabe akhokha lokufanele na etikaleni. Ma-inspections ke lawo labahlale bawenda nje kuba ngema-surprise inspections kuqinisekisa ukuthi leyo filling station leyo nama-dispensers la verified. Siselike futhi abuya sibuke a-market analysis.
Those that are in pain must forget all the problems they have. Because the things of the earth have got no answer. But the answer that we have is all morning. When I'm preaching here, I'm preaching to myself. I receive the Holy Spirit.
I declare that a turnaround is coming my way.
Turnaround is coming in my life.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. In our final segment, Sanil Sbiya, in-house economist, joins us virtually to give us today's market analysis. A very good afternoon, Sanil. Thank you for joining us on Market View. What's the latest on markets today?
Hi, good afternoon, Lungelele, and thank you for having me. So what's driving markets today, basically, Lungelele, is the movements and, the news coming out of Switzerland regarding the, the framework that has been set up around the long-lasting peace deal in between the US, Israel, and Iran. So we are seeing the two countries coming out of those meetings with a roadmap on how we're going to get to a lasting peace deal within the next, 60 days. So now that is what markets are reacting to right now. But starting in the US, we know that in the US, it was a long weekend last week Friday, being the Juneteenth holiday, so we are not seeing any movements there, but we are seeing some positive movements in terms of the futures, signaling that markets are taking this up in a positive stride. And then coming into the European markets, what we're seeing there is a story there in the UK. We've seen Keir Starmer there standing in front of number 10 Downing Street, and tabling his resignation essentially there. And what that means right now is the UK is going to have to go into a process of electing a new leader, or the Labour Party is actually going to go into the process of electing a new leader. And what we are seeing there is the UK is going to be going into the process of getting a leader number 7 in a space of 10 years, and now that sends a bit of jitters into markets. And then overall, we have seen that explosion in Doha, but we were told that it's more of a technical type of explosion, not not an attack by Iran or any other hostile country. And we do know that the plant that was hit is one of the biggest producer of LNG, that is liquefied natural gas, and that's why we're seeing the European market. They're just taking a bit of a step back with the FTSE 100 basically flatlining at 10,386. So we can see this the uncertainty around the Keir Starmer there pushing markets back to the 10,300 level. And then in terms of Germany and France, movements towards those explosions coming through from Qatar. And then also we are looking at the roadmap that has come up, but suffice it to say it's still very much volatile. So markets are watching all of that, and I think the European markets are waiting for the US markets to open and then eventually get a cue from there in terms of where the energy market is going to go, in terms of where overall markets are going to go. But overall, we're seeing Germany down 57 points, Paris down 6 63 points. And then in terms of the Asian markets, where now we see the Nikkei is yet on another record high level following that peace deal, gaining 1,103 points in today's trade. And the Hang Seng there is basically sitting on that 23,000 mark, losing 156 points in today's trade. And the Shanghai Composite Index, they're sitting steady at 4,163 points in today's trade, gaining some 72 points. Now that is largely driven by those positive news coming out of Geneva, Switzerland there. And then in terms of Johannesburg, we're seeing Johannesburg is a bit subdued as well, sitting at 112,545 rands in overall share volume today. Now, that is because we're coming from a period where we're seeing a lot of movements back and forth in terms of what is happening in terms of that peace deal there. And then in terms of the Eswatini Stock Exchange, we remain relatively stable at 105.25 points in overall share volumes today. And then coming down into the commodities markets, gold is down 16.3 points, sitting at $4,229 per ounce, and we're seeing Brent crude oil sitting steady below the $80 per barrel mark. And now that is driven, we are seeing these two commodities there showing some signs of a downward descent. Now we're seeing gold being pushed down by the fact that if we're seeing the price of Brent crude oil coming down to the 70s, and we do hope that by the end of the week we should be on the 76, 75 level, and we should maintain that for more or less 2 to 3 weeks going forward as we see how this new peace deal is going to look like. And now that downward descent in the price of Brent crude oil somehow sends a signal to markets that the inflationary pressures that were expectant are not going to be as bad. So we are seeing a shift away from gold to other stocks that are most likely going to, benefit. That's most likely the AI stocks there. So that's what's explaining those shifts in terms of the commodities. In terms of the currencies, Lungelele, the Lilangeni is strengthening on the background of that. Is still coming through from Switzerland. We are trading at 16.42 against the US dollar because we are seeing a bit of returning confidence in emerging country commodities and their currencies in terms of the fact that we are seeing the cessation of hostilities. We are trading strong up 0.18 points against the euro, and we are up 0.28 points against the Japanese yen, trading at 9.84 malangeni for one lilangeni is equivalent to 9.84 Japanese yen. Thank you, Lungelele.
Thank you, Mr. Spear, for your insights. Always appreciated. We've come to the end of our program today. Thank you for tuning in. It's 27 minutes after 2. If you've just tuned in, don't worry not. You can still watch this episode on our YouTube page, Eswatini TV. We'll see you again tomorrow at exactly 2 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.